Hi, welcome along to ArsenalFanTV. I'm joined here by Sim from WeAreTottenhamTV. Now, you remember Sim. when we previewed the last time we played, right, outside the Emirates, I remember you were mad confident. Now, first thing I got to say, I ain't seen you since. It's the first time I've seen you since that game. You just disappeared. You know what I mean? Man's texting, man's sending WhatsApp messages. Nothing. I can't get nothing. You know what I mean? Man's tweeting, but nothing's gone, disappeared. And now all of a sudden he reappears now for the second North London derby. Are you as confident again?
Probably not as confident after what happened last time.
Why not? We've been terrible away from home, Arsenal.
You have been terrible away from home. I think our record at Wembley's actually been pretty solid. So, especially when the big teams come to town, you know, it's a big game, North London derby. So we'll be well up for it, I'm hoping. But just the last game, the Emirates, we just completely lacked fight. We were just so flat, and it was really, really disappointing to see. And I kind of just went into hiding after like 24 hours after that game because I couldn't handle anything. But
I was surprised at how poor you guys were on that day, and I don't think somehow you're going to repeat that today. I remember Harry Kane on that day was like non-existent, and Dele Alli, they just disappeared.
Well, his knee was strapped. You could see he was struggling with an injury that everyone said it was just a knock and it wasn't a big deal, but clearly it was. It clearly affected him.
Come on, don't start that. So because you had a game a few days after, I think it's 2 days after or 3 days after, in the Champions League. He banged in a goal. He looked super.
Fit then. He recovered. He recovered.
Wow, what a miraculous recovery!
You could see his knee was strapped. He was struggling again. That's no excuse because we were just so flat. Like all together as a team, we just weren't performing. Well, you know, I've never seen us so open as we were against Arsenal at the Emirates back in November, whenever it was.
You know what? There's a head-to-head that I'm looking forward to in that game. That obviously Harry Kane. We know what he's about. He always seems to score against us. He is a great player. 100 goals he scored now after the dive the other day, but we won't get into...
Come on.
It was a dive.
No, it wasn't. He didn't dive. He was fouled.
They interviewed Harry Kane. He said...
He felt contact and he went over.
What did he say?
He said he felt contact from the keeper from Karius and he went over.
He said, He said, I felt contact and I went over.
If you take the ball past the keeper...
Is that a foul?
What?
If you just felt contact.
Yeah.
Did you go over?
I didn't go over. It's different when a keeper's rushing out.
I felt contact and I went over.
If a keeper's rushing out to get the ball, it's a race between who can get the ball first, Kane or Karius. Kane wins the ball and then Karius kind of makes contact with his legs. That's a foul. Karius shouldn't be coming out like that and not getting the ball.
Don't get me wrong. I understand why it was a penalty.
Yeah.
So Karius was rash. Yeah. But the way in which Kane went over, he went flying, dive. He even, at one stage to me, the way he went down, he fell flat. And he kind of looked back as if to say, either I'm going to get a yellow card here for diving, or I'm going to get a penalty.
No, you can't. If Kane doesn't go over, he doesn't get the penalty, even though it was a foul, in my opinion. Karius didn't get the ball. He touched Kane. Kane went over. It's a penalty.
Well, a Dele Alli one.
That was a dive. That was clear as day. You can't have no arguments like that. Dele went. It was a bit flimsy. That one wasn't great.
Anyway, getting back on what I was going to talk about, right? I'm saying they're head to head. Harry Kane, Pierre-Emerick, Aubameyang. That's going to be some. And Aubameyang's got a decent record of scoring against you guys, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think a couple of years ago in Europa League for Dortmund, he got a goal, and he got a couple of goals in Dortmund and at White Hart Lane as well. And this season, he kind of had a goal ruled out as offside at Wembley, which was onside, and he scored back in Dortmund.
And he looked good, didn't he, when he was again?
Listen, Aubameyang's a world-class player. He's got speed, he's got technique, he's got an unbelievable finish. He's ruthless. So I'm going to be very, very worried about him. He's a lot better than Lacazette, I can tell you that. And it's going to be an interesting shootout between him and Harry Kane. You know, two strikers who are now informed after Aubameyang scored in his debut, and Kane's been scoring for the past 4 years. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Another good matchup in that game is going to be Dele Alli and Ozil. Now again, that's another good matchup.
I'd say it's more Christian Eriksen than Ozil. That's
right. You're right because Christian Eriksen. You're right. Yeah, let's take Dele Alli. I'll match Dele Alli Mkhitaryan probably. I'd say Dele Alli Mkhitaryan and Ozil and Eriksen. Ozil Eriksen. Who would you say is the better player?
Listen, Ozil is a world champion. He came from Real Madrid. He was world class there. He was averaging like 30 assists a season or something ridiculous at Real Madrid. Since he's come to Arsenal, he hasn't quite hit the Madrid standards, but he's still been, I think, an absolutely fantastic player in the Premier League. But honestly, in my opinion, the past 2 seasons at least, Eriksen's been the better player. I think he's been more in form. I think he's been getting more goals. I think he's even been getting more assists. I think Ozil creates more chances, in fairness to him. But I think the work Eriksen does off the ball takes him another level at the moment above Ozil.
It's going to be interesting because both of those players have been playing really well this season. Ozil's been excellent this season. Eriksen's been excellent, so that's going to be a great matchup. In midfield, I'm hoping that Jack Wilshere plays because he knows what this is all about. I don't know what Wenger will go with. I can't match up Xhaka to any of your guys because I'm sorry, you know what I mean? I'm trying to. Defensively as well. Those have been the weak areas for us, and I suppose that's what you guys are going to try and exploit, in it, like the defence. I think your defence and your midfield have been really, really weak for the past couple of years. I think that's really your downfall. I think you've got no defensive cover. I think Xhaka is he's most of the time he's been tasked to be your sole defensive cover, and if he either partnered with Ramsey or Wilshere, they kind of don't do any defensive work. They kind of just let Xhaka bear the whole brunt of the attack, and he always gets overrun because he's got no pace and he's really poor tackling. And then it leaves your defence exposed, and that's been your big problem is your centre mid and centre backs as well. And I think we can really get at you. The past few seasons we've had the upper hand in this fixture usually, except for obviously November. Yeah. Although, having said that, what I saw last week in that Liverpool game is that your defence can be got at as well, and your midfield as well. In that first half, second half I thought you guys played well, but the first half they were really getting at you. So I think there's chinks in both teams, and we're both teams. It's going to be a great game.
I think we've got a really solid defensive unit. I think, especially obviously with Toby out, it's not as good as it is, not 100%. But I still think the way Pochettino coaches our team, the way he coaches us defensively, we're usually solid. Especially in the big games, I think we don't concede too many goals. Against Liverpool, they got at us. We do struggle sometimes with pacing behind, and with Mane and Salah, they had an abundance, and with Aubameyang, you're also going to have that threat, which is going to be interesting. But I don't think our defence is our weak point. It's I think we should be all right.
All right. Finally, who's going to win?
Spurs are going to win easy. Definitely. Not easy. It won't be easy. No, I'll take that back. It won't be easy. It's going to be a tough game.
Confident again, you hear that?
I'm confident. I do think we're going to, we should be up for it. After what happened in November, we have to we can't be as flat as we were. We have to be really up for this game. And hopefully, we take it to you guys, and hopefully we come out, I think we'll win by 2 goals.
You know what? I've got a sneaking feeling for us. If you would have asked me a couple of weeks ago, I was like, coming here, we got no chance. Right? But now that we've got Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan in, there's a lot more threats in that Arsenal team. If the defence can get it together, is it?
Is it? You start the season with...
There's a lot more threat.
You started the season with a front three of Ozil, Sanchez and Lacazette, right?
Yeah.
And now your front three is Aubameyang, Mkhitaryan and Ozil. Is it that much better?
Yes, because you had a guy in Alexis that wanted to... He didn't want to be there. He was still He was still scoring. He was still trying too hard, but he was not playing. That was not the same Alexis that we've had for the past couple of seasons. Lacazette, I've still got full confidence in Lacazette. He scored 9 goals this season. He's a threat, but there's a freshness about this attack now that they're going to come into this game with a lot of hunger and less to fear. And I feel that gives us an extra edge. If the defence can hold it together, I think Arsenal can come here and win. We've come to Wembley before when we've been underdogs last year and many other times, and we've got the result. I'm backing us to do it again. Looking forward to the game. We are Tottenham TV, and this is ArsenalFanTV. It's all about Saturday.